Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Olsen-Towski. I'm giving you another UFC Fight Night prediction video this time. UFC Fight Night, Grasso versus Araujo. And it's taking place today, Saturday, October 15th, 2022. Prelims start in 2 hours and 20 minutes here. So, yep. About time. I mean, the UFC's been off 2 weeks. They had that event October 1st, but they were off, you know, there was a bye week in between that event. So, but yeah, the UFC's really ramping up their fight, or their fights now. There should be events weekly, at least going into late November, I imagine. So yeah, it's great, always great, man. It's almost another year down for the UFC, so great year so far, and let's kick it off here. Mike Jackson against Pete Rodriguez. I mean, Mike Jackson, hard to believe this guy's still under contract, man. He actually fought in April. I forgot all about that, against Dean Barry. And I believe that guy got released too. He was an Irish guy. I don't really know what all happened there. But so yeah, he's going up against Pete Rodriguez, who I believe he came in to the UFC on short notice and fought Jack Della Maddalena and got KO'd. Man, that was almost a year ago. Wow. And the UFC is kind of tossing him a bone here against Mike Jackson, but yeah, I would be taking Pete Rodriguez to get the win here. CJ Vergara against Tatsuro Taira, the Japanese prospect. CJ Vergara, man, I think this guy missed weight by 3 pounds. He's coming off a nice win. He had a nice win over Cledison Rodriguez. That was a scrap. He had a nice scrap against Ode Osborne too. And Tatsuo Taira, I believe he's coming off a win. Yes, he is, over Carlos Condon. So, and I'm gonna side with Taira here, man. I just, like I said, don't know much about, you know, either of these guys. He's minus 260 favorite on Bet Online, and I'm gonna side with him here. Piera Rodriguez against Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is a dog, man, and I'm going to side with Sam Hughes here. I was kind of leaning Piera Rodriguez, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel that impressed against her win over Kay Hansen. We know what Kay Hansen is at this point. She's been cut from the UFC, I believe. Sam Hughes, she's just a gamer, man. She's fought often, and she's fought a lot of tough girls, man. Tisha Torres, Luca Bimuni, Luana Pinheiro. I mean, she's coming off a nice win over Elise Reed. Elise Reed is a tough girl, man. I'm going to side with Sam Hughes here. Joanderson Brito against Lucas Alexander. Good to see Joanderson Brito get back in the win column his last time out. Nice early win over Andre Fili, man. What a win there. Lost to Bill Algeo in his UFC debut. No shame in that. We know Algeo's a gamer. 27 years old. Hopefully this guy keeps an active UFC schedule. Lucas Alexander, he's coming off a nice win in Anthony Pettis' promotion over Jacob Kilburn, who I believe is a UFC vet. And so yeah, we'll see what this guy is, but I'm going to side with Joanderson Brito here. A Grappler's Delight next, Nick Maximov against Jacob Malkoun, and I'm going to side with the dog Jacob Malkoun here, man. This guy really impressed me. Been impressed with this guy's whole UFC tenure so far. He's a Rob Whittaker training partner. Nice win over Abdul Razak Al Hassan when everybody was high on Al Hassan. Beat AJ Dobson. Lost to Brendan Allen in a tough scrap back in June in Singapore. Now he's fighting Nick Maximov, another guy. I don't mind him at all myself. I believe he trains with the Diaz brothers out west. Got choked out with an anaconda in May to Andre Petrosky. 2 wins prior to that. I'm gonna side with Malkoun here. I think Malkoun just might be slightly better, but let's see how this fight plays out. Sun Sao against Victor Henry. This might be a Sun Sao's swan song in the UFC. Man, the guy's been around forever. Nothing but respect from myself. 4-fight losing streak entering this fight. Victor Henry, well, he's looked really good, man. In his one fight in the UFC, he beat Raoni Barcelos as a heavy underdog, and he's a heavy favorite in this fight, but I'm going to side with Victor Henry here. Martinez against Brandon Davis. kind of wanted to lean Davis, but I'm going to side with Amanda Martinez, man. This 135 cut might be too much for Brandon Davis. Amanda Martinez, he lost to Ronnie Lawrence. Lawrence is a tough guy to look good against. Hopefully Martinez has been training hard. Brandon Davis can go all 3 rounds. He got obliterated by Dana Baccaril. And I'm going to side with Amanda Martinez here, but nothing will shock me. Misha Sherkunov against Menifield. One guy wants to grapple, one guy wants to strike. I'm going to side with the striker here in Menifield. Heavy power. He destroyed the fraud and Oskar Maskarov in his last fight. Misha Sherkunov, this might be his swan song as well. 3-fight losing streak. UFC's giving this guy a lot of chances, man. I mean, I was high on this guy at one point, but that was in 2016. I'm going to side with Menifield here to knock him out. Dusko Todorovic against Jordan Wright. I don't know why, man. I do like Jordan Wright in this fight. He is the underdog. These are 2 strikers. You know what? This guy fights, man. He fights a lot. And I kind of do believe in the potential for Wright. I don't know why I do. I'm a little more high on the guy than Todorovic, man. I just think Todorovic is more chinny. Yeah, he's a striker, but, man, I think Jordan Wright's going to put him out here. I'm going to side with Jordan Wright. Jonathan Martinez against Cub Swanson. I think we all want to see how Cub Swanson looks at bantamweight. Might be a little too late, man. I don't know really. I mean, maybe he feels like he's going to take less damage at this weight class. He doesn't have more fights. He doesn't have too many more fights left in him. I'm going to start with Martinez here, man. 3-fight winning streak. I think he just keeps the train rolling here. But should be an interesting fight. Nothing would surprise me, but I'm going to start with Martinez. Alexa Grasso against Viviane Araujo. UFC seems... I mean, let's go back to last year. They like to have females headline some October fight night cards, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not really high on this card. There are a few fights I like, but probably won't be watching the main event here. Grasso, 3-fight win streak at 115. Joanne Woods no longer with the UFC. I mean, she's been out of the game for a while as far as mentally. She's checked out. Macy Barber, Ji Young Kim, good wins. Like I said, 29 years old, a lot of potential there. Araujo, 1-fight win streak, win over Andrea Lee. And, oh, is this a flyweight fight? Yeah, this is a flyweight fight, guys. I'm sorry. So this will be a flyweight fight, and then Grasso is fighting at flyweight. So, yeah, she's been at flyweight for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to side with Grasso here. Again, nothing will surprise me. This is women's mixed martial arts, so... But I will side with Grasso. But, yeah, my picks, guys, Grasso. I don't know why I got Swanson picked. I'm gonna side with Martinez. And why it's got... Alright, so let's give that time to refresh, guys. Okay, so my picks, guys. Grasso, Martinez, Wright, Menifield, Mana Martinez, Victor Henry, Jacob Malkoun, Joe Anderson Brito, Sam Hughes, Tatsuro Taira, and Pete Rodriguez. Those are my picks, guys, for this fight. Again, the fights will be kicking off in 2 hours.